it is required to find current through A1 and A2, the reading of ammeter A1 and A2. So this can be done easily if you assume that ammeter is not there. That will make the circuit look simpler. So let us remove the two ammeters. Okay. Now look at the rightmost side. The rightmost side. Look at that circuit. The circuit, there is a 30 volt cell, and in that 30 volt cell you can see that the potential difference is 30 volt, negative side bottom, positive side top. So let us take this potential as 30 volt and this potential as 0 volt. So the difference between potential is 30 volt, and you can see that this 30 volt is applicable up to all these points. All these points has same 30 volt potential everywhere. So here it is 30 volt, here it is 30 volt, here also it's 30 volt, here also it's 30 volt. Similarly at the bottom everywhere you have 0 volt. So this is the initial setup you want. Now consider a point here. Consider a point here. This point, let us call this point as A, call this point as B, call this point as C, and consider the potential difference between A and C is written as VAC. VAC is the potential difference between A and C, and that is the sum of two potential difference, one between A and B plus that between B and C. If you want current through any resistor, you need the potential difference across the resistor. So here if you want current through 10 ohm, I need the potential difference BC. So I can write a VBC is equal to VAC minus VAB. Okay, now if I apply value, what is VBC? VBC is equal to VAC, the potential difference between A and C, and that we know it's 30 volt, minus the potential difference between A and B is 20 volt. See, you can see upper side is positive, lower side is negative, so that is 20 volt. So I will get a VBC as 10 volt. So the potential difference between B and C is 10 volt and the resistance is 10. So the current through that resistance will be equal to 10 volt divided by 10 ohm, which is equal to 1 ampere. So I took a potential difference between A and C, and that is equal to 30 volt. Then potential difference between A and B is 20 volt. Then I found potential difference between B and C. I got it as 10 volt. I divided by 10 ohm, I get 1 ampere current. So directly, let us do directly. 30 minus 20 equal to 10. 30 minus 20 equal to 10. So I'll get here as 10 volt. So this point I'll get 10 volt. This is 10 volt. Let us do the same thing here. 30 minus, here you can see negative sign. So that means the potential is minus 10. So 30 minus minus 10. So the potential difference here will become 40 volt. Same here, 30 at this point, but this is minus 30. 30 minus minus 30 will give you 60 volt here. At this point it is 30. This is positive 30. 30 minus 30 you will get a 0 volt here. So we got the potentials at the different points. Now what is the potential difference between this point here and this point? That is 40 volt, and that resistance is 10 ohm. So the current must be equal to 4 ampere. Here 60 volt difference, 60 minus 0, 60 volt difference, 30 ohm. So the current must be 60 by 30, 2 ampere. In this case, here potential 0, here potential 0, difference nothing. So there is no current here. So current is 0. Now you can see current, the direction of the current flow. This is higher potential than 0. Then current will flow downward. This current will flow downward. This current will flow downward. This 2 ampere will come to this junction. 2 plus 4 equal to 6 ampere will come here. This 6 ampere will join with this 1 ampere, and that 1 ampere will give you 7 ampere here, and that will flow through this branch. So the ammeters will read 4 ampere and 7 ampere. That's the answer.